Today we're checking out the Conrad Koh Samui. This is one of the top hotels within the Hilton portfolio, known for its private pool villas and stunning views. We'll look at one of the rooms, take you throughout the property, showcase breakfast, and pretty much everything you need to know. If you like travel, a big favor is to give this a thumbs up to help with the algorithm. As dumb as it sounds, it really does help. If you're new, consider subscribing. In the last video, we wrapped up our stay at Vanabelle and we headed to Conrad from there. Conrad is a gated resort located in the southwestern tip of Koh Samui. It features 81 private villas, each with its own infinity pool. The best part is that all the rooms have great panoramic views of the Gulf of Thailand. It's also won a ton of awards in its time. This includes winning Asia's leading honeymoon resort for 2015, 2020, and 2021. Also nominated again for 2024. Also tons of awards for food, their spa, and as a wedding hotel in Asia. Upon arrival, we got a warm welcome and went through the standard check-in. One really cool thing is that we were brought to a separate area for Diamond Elite members where there were food and drinks. Definitely a nice surprise, and you get a sneak peek of the views. Right off the bat, I wouldn't expect an upgrade like this outside of something operational. Think high occupancy and them needing time to repair or clean a room. I think the fact that we came relatively early in the day, had a short stay, the property was packed, and us having top-level Hilton Diamond status all contributed. When booking using points or free night rewards, so a standard room, you should expect to be placed into a villa. The room we stayed in was on the residence's side, which is usually separate. In all our years of traveling, this is the most impressive upgrade we've ever gotten while booking a stay using free night certificates.
Hey guys, it's Sebastian and welcome to the Conrad in Koh Samui. Look at that view. We did get upgraded to a 3-bedroom suite, and let's take a look. This is the main entrance, so welcome in. And you do kind of see a stairwell right there, as well as some cool lights, some other cool artwork over here. This is the main living room area, which you can welcome guests, and you can, I guess, have other parties, do whatever else. And it's pretty much fit for 6 people. If you look at it, you can kind of be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6th person over here. This is a nice bouncy chair too. And also the way we guessed that was because there's 6 different plates. This is the welcome basket they gave us. It's a bunch of bananas and also some fruits and some macaroons. In case you wondered what the property looked like, this is a pretty good representation. So we are pretty high up. We're pretty much right on top. And then some of the other ones are down here. So for someone who wants to go to the beach and want it to be a bit more convenient, down here is a bit better. I would argue this is a nicer view. Really depends on you. It's a bit muggy right now, so you can't really see. If we come down here and look, you can kind of see the water compared to being up here where it's a bit muggy. So we'll kind of loop back around. One other thing too is that pretty good TV here with a bunch of different accessories. If you want to watch movies, if you want to entertain guests, pretty cool lawn area as well. Over here is the main dining room, 5 seats, some cool flowers, and this is the kitchenette. So there's a bunch of different beverages on this side, and also in the fridge, there's also some beverages, nothing you haven't seen before, so wouldn't be too worried. Stove, microwave, a lot of coffee accessories, 18 different pods. There's cups, there's pretty much everything else you need to entertain and to cook food, at least at a basic level. And again, why I think it's for 6 people. And also, obviously, coffee maker and kettle and water. If we come over here, freezer is empty, I did check. This is one of the restrooms, number 1. I'm not doing it number 1, this is the first restroom. This is more of a storage room, so there doesn't seem to be anything in here. I guess as if you are entertaining and they need to store stuff, that's pretty much where I would go. Looks like that's pretty much it, and let's walk back over here. Pretty good view of this whole area. I'm gonna show you restroom number 2, which is right over here. A bit of a hidden one. Number 2, pretty straightforward one, nothing too unique about it. It's just more for guests, I guess, when you have guests over. I do like how it's kind of disguised because other than this opening, you didn't really notice it. So maybe you notice it coming in and that's pretty much it. If we loop back around here, this is the front door. Pretty good view. You guys come down here, I'll show you the rest of the rooms. There's 2 guest rooms over there, which I'll show you guys afterwards. I'm gonna show you the main bedroom first. So some cool art. There are some doors. So you kind of close off this side. These are very strong doors for some reason. I'm not sure if these are electric doors. So this is the master bedroom side and comfy seating area that we just passed by. Here's one of the couches. Here's another couch. This is more of a reading couch. Same thing over here. And then here is the main bed. So there are 2 swans and then a bunch of different flowers. If we pop over on this side, there's a TV. It does move, so you can kind of adjust it based off where you are sitting. And then if we circle back towards the light, we can kind of see the pool. So it does exit out into the pool. It is raining a bit, but I'll kind of show you guys how big it is. Like if you take a look from one end to another end, it is huge. 8 chairs out here if you wanna entertain, have guests. There are also a bunch of lounging chairs if you wanna lay around. Infinity pool, so make sure you don't fall off. Yeah, pretty impressive. It's pretty deep too, if you look at it. And I'm just amazed at how big it is, to be honest. That almost slipped. I'm gonna get back around here and show you guys the bathroom for the main guests. Let's hop back inside. So if we go back around, I'm gonna show you guys one other really cool part, which is going to be a secret pool for the main bedroom. Here's a work area if you wanna get some work done, some cool artwork and stuff. Chairs, not too bad. It's good for work. I was about to say comfortable, but it's good for work. So if you want to get your laptop out, you still get a pretty good view too. So if you turn around, you can actually see the islands and stuff. It's not really an interrupted view. So you can work and then look up and be like, oh man, I shouldn't be working because I'm in paradise. There's a mini bar under here, pretty much what you expect, so not the most interesting. This is an area to get dressed, and this is a huge walk-in closet. Safe, room for your luggage, room to hang your clothes. This is a gigantic master bedroom area. Here is another restroom, and it's in every single one. Pretty straightforward for the most part. And it's a restroom, it does its job. The main area is going to be over here. So here is the master bedroom's bathroom. You can fit 2 people comfortably, 3 people if I don't know what you're doing, but you could fit 3 if you really wanted to. There are ropes. There's also a TV behind you right over there. Everything else you expect, dental kits. They do have Shanghai Tang, which is high quality stuff from what Mandy's told me. Sink, water. I believe we saw the same water at the other place. Oh no, this is a different brand. It's also another beer company too though, which is kind of funny. And here is going to be the showers. Above is also going to be the waterfall shower heads, which I really like. Gonna lower the temperature a bit. Over on this side is going to be that private pool. Not much of a view, but it is a nice private secluded area. There's also a shower that you can wash off on that side. Looping over here, if you stay here, you can actually kind of see the whole hallway, which is kind of cool. So if you stay here, hopefully I won't hit anything, all the way back through to the beginning of the master bedroom area. I don't know, that's pretty cool to me. Up here is an area where you can entertain guests. It is surrounded by water, so this back area is water, and same with a lot of the other things, and it's a nice aesthetic. Pretty cool view over there. Yeah, this is probably the best view on the property. In terms of this suite, this is the best view. The main reason is because there's no shrubs, there's nothing else in the way. From the living room, you do have a bit more shrubs. I guess the grass would also be a good view. And you also get a pretty good view of the pool. Coming back over here, we'll go back to the main living room area and then show you the last 2 rooms. And then we are going to head out of here and head down to the beach. Pretty cool stepping area in terms of design. So welcome back in, and yeah, we'll head back down to the last 2 bedrooms. Bedroom number 1 is on this side, bedroom number 2 is on that side. I think number 2 is a bit more impressive, so let's look at number 1 first. This is the one that is kind of on the left side of the pool, so you do have a pool view. Privacy if you want to kind of draw back the curtains. 1 reading sofa here, bed, everything else you kind of expect in terms of clocks and stuff. There is a pretty big TV, so that's pretty nice. Over here is going to be bathrobes, and then the shower is just for 1, so instead of having the double stall like we saw with the other ones, it's only 1 shower head. Same with the top, another toilet. Bathtub looks pretty normal, pretty much fit for 1 person. Yeah, 1 person. This is the final bedroom. So I'm gonna actually take you over here first, show you how big this whole area is. This is a pretty big room. It feels like kind of a deluxe room if you look in most other hotels, depending on where you are. Big bed, TV turns over if you wanna watch it from the bed. And then there is a pretty big shower area and restroom area. So walk-in closet. I actually didn't realize it was glass. I was gonna do a cool scene, but didn't happen. Sink. Another bathtub, looks like it's the same size as the master one. So again, 2 people comfortably. Another little TV. This one is pretty much like a copy of the master bedroom one. Shower, and also on top. And then another toilet.
Prices generally range from $550 to about $800 per night. Low season would be September and high season is December. Even though we stayed during high season, so December, it doesn't guarantee good weather. As you can tell, it was pretty rainy for our stay. November is shoulder season and your best bet if you're optimizing for availability, but also timing. December can also work, but depends on dates. For example, you can do December 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Retail prices for those dates are $499, $763, and $763 respectively, so great use of Hilton Free Night Reward certificates if you have any. Personally, I don't think I would use points, but your mileage may vary. Either way, I would probably want to have the American Express Hilton Aspire card, which comes with diamond status. Main draws being free breakfast and also upgrades. For other properties, executive lounge access can be clutch. On that note, if you want to learn about cards, we have links on the website asksebby.com and also down below in the description box. Make sure the links are competitive, but otherwise, it's a huge way to support the channel, so thank you in advance. The property itself is huge, and depending on where your room is located and where you want to go, you might want to call a buggy. Let's take a look at a few key areas. Starting off at the bottom, we have the beach. This is a secluded private stretch of sand that offers you a place to relax and enjoy the water. One draw is that you don't have the crowds of the public beaches. The water can be a bit rough depending on season, but well worth checking out. You can also do a bunch of water sports and activities such as snorkeling, swimming, diving, kayaking, and paddleboarding. Alternatively, you can just enjoy a romantic walk along the beach shore. There's also a pier area that can be great for sunsets, along with the sunset swing that's great for pictures and views. Next up is the promenade and chapel. This offers great views and an awesome spot for pictures. Probably why this is one of the top wedding hotels in Asia. In the morning, there's yoga, tai chi, and Thai boxing that's free. One of the main draws of the property is the large infinity pool. It creates a visual that you're swimming in the ocean when you're in the safety of a pool. There's also a ton of cabanas and loungers if you're trying to get out of the sun, or in our case, the rain. There's also a separate children's pool as well. Nearby is also the Secret Bar, which has drinks and light snacks. If you're a fan of coconuts, I would definitely get a whole coconut to drink and snack on. The Conrad has a famous spa with a lot of different treatment options. Within the spa facilities, there's a sauna, steam room, and rain shower jets. We didn't do any treatments, but a great option if you have the chance. The fitness center has a ton of equipment ranging from free weights to exercise machines. If you're looking to work up a sweat, you'll have a ton of choices. There's also a yoga pavilion for tai chi, stretching, and of course, yoga. Sessions are free and a great way to start the day. If you have kids, there's a turtle club where you can drop them off. It's open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and a great way for parents to get some alone time. For dining, you have a bunch of options. John Restaurant has contemporary Thai food which blends traditional flavors with modern techniques. The focus is on fresh, local ingredients and great flavors. Vibe-wise, it's more sophisticated and intimate, making it great for romantic dinners. Highlights include tom yum goong, wagyu beef, and seafood. Zest is all day and offers international and Thai dishes with both a buffet and a la carte. There's indoor and outdoor seating, and the tone is definitely more casual. Azure Bar and Grill is even more relaxed and serves international food, think salads, sandwiches, burgers, and seafood. They also have a bar with great cocktails and other drinks. If you're looking for casual drinks, KO Lounge is the move. You have a great view, good cocktails, and also live music on some nights. Great place to sit and unwind with Player 2. On the other hand, the Cellar is the opposite end of the spectrum. It's an exclusive dining venue for private meals and wine tastings. They have a giant wine collection and it's meant as a chef's table of sorts. The hotel was mostly booked up for a private event. This meant that we couldn't get reservations for one of the restaurants. The group also hired private fire dancers, so at least we got a free show out of it. The Conrad is definitely a nice hotel for either a family reunion or a company offsite. Breakfast is served at Zest Restaurant, and if you have Hilton Gold or Diamond status, then it's complimentary for up to 2 adults. Otherwise, you're looking at 1,400 baht per person, or about $40 USD. Breakfast is served from 7 to 10:30 a.m. and has a lot of variety. Whether you like Asian or Western food, you're probably going to be happy. Starting off, they have freshly baked goods, including breads, pastries, and croissants. There's also house-made jams and local honey. The egg station is probably the most popular. You can pretty much get eggs any style, whether omelette, scrambled, or Benedict. Fruits and juices are my go-to when I'm in Thailand. Everything just tastes better and you have more variety. I would definitely try dragon fruit since that's harder to find elsewhere. There's also a smoothie station if you want to blend your own drinks. For Asian items, you have dim sum, fried rice, and a ton of noodle options. They were all pretty solid, and as an Asian myself, I was pretty happy with it. If you're looking for Western options, they're pretty solid as well. You have pancakes, waffles, bacon, sausage, cheese, and cold cuts. I have a hard time saying no to good bacon, and I definitely approve here. Overall, I would definitely recommend visiting the Conrad if you're on Koh Samui and you're interested in luxury properties. Hopefully when you visit, the weather cooperates. Still though, we enjoyed our time and sometimes it's the company rather than the destination. Again, if you want to learn about cards, we have links on the website, asksebby.com, and also down below in the description box. If you made it to this point, leave a coconut emoji in the comments down below and I'll try to heart it and respond. My question for you is, what are your thoughts on the Conrad? Also, would you use your free night reward certificates here? Let me know and everyone else know in the comments down below. Big favorite, thumbs up, consider subscribing, but otherwise hoped you liked it. See you next time.